Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Sasha. I love reviewing indie eyeshadow palettes. I do a lot of those, some multiple eye look videos, a lot of indie makeup content here. So if that sounds good to you, then make sure to subscribe to my channel because I love to have you guys here. And for today's video, it's going to be a very fun one because I got 3 indie palettes to play with, and 2 of them are a brand new indie brand, like completely brand new. This is their first palette, and then this one's pretty like a big indie brand. And I wanted to combine a video playing with these palettes because I don't really have time to do multiple videos to do multiple looks with these. So I'm just gonna do one look for each palette so that way I can play with it on my own time, and I'll just later update you guys once I get back into the palette ranking videos. I will eventually get back into them. The first palette I'm going to play with today is the Dieverune Cosmetics The Moth of the Moon palette, and this is the color story, very beautiful. So once I get into doing my eye look, I'm going to show you guys all the swatches for each individual palette once I get to the eye look tutorial. And yeah, this is a very fun, colorful color story. I'm so excited to play with that one. And then tomorrow I'm thinking I'm going to use the Titanium Fox's Poppy Storm palette, and this one very different than comparing to this one. This one's more warm but more grungy, while that one's like colorful, bright, vivid, and this one's it's so grungy. It's like a fall grungy color story dream. Can't wait to play with this one, and actually all of them. I can't wait to play with all of them actually. And then the last one I'm going to play with is the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette. I've already done my pictures and everything, swatches for this palette, and then I'm just going to work on those two. Probably maybe tomorrow I'm going to try. But I am so excited. We're going to do something fun, I guess. Because this is all like such a colorful palette. Like you get a lot of nice bold colors, some neons and dark shades, very vibrant. I think they might bring it back again, but it might take a while because they have another launch collection they have planned coming very soon, which I've talked about in my last video, the makeup talk video. And this palette includes 5 shifty multi-chromes, 1 sparkly shimmer, and 6 pigmented mattes. And when I swatched this palette, you guys, I was instantly in love. I knew based on the looks and the swatches I've seen too, like it looks like that beautiful buttery formula, and the shimmers, the multi-chrome, these are very shifty. It was actually really easy to take pictures of these. So shifty, especially this shade. This shade, it shifts from a green to a purple, and I'm not sure what else but it's really beautiful. And I want to really compare a few of these shades. I'm not gonna do entire complete comparisons with other palettes, but I was thinking this shade, I want to compare it to the Digital Zombie shade from the Bella Beauty Bar Recent Influence, because I love that shade, and this one's so beautiful. I love it too. And this one seems similar to the, I think, the Gourmet Girls Spook palette. I think there's a green just like this one, or one of the palettes from Gourmet Girls. So I'm gonna just pop in some comparisons so you guys could see, but I'm not doing complete comparisons since I'm gonna be doing playing 3 palettes basically. I am feeling the peachy shades and the oranges, this peachy coral shade and this orange. I'm a sucker for those shades, and of course this purple shade too, but I really just want to play with the oranges. I probably might play with the purples too, but let's see, let's go for it. I think maybe the purple in the inner part, so let's just start with that. In the matte formula, it seems really like, oh yeah, I definitely, maybe I should get a smaller brush, but yeah, it's pretty pigmented. It's a pastel shade, but I'm so happy now that I'm playing with these palettes, or I'm about to, at least this one too. Oh, I can't wait to play with it some more and also play with it along with other palettes because I love combining palettes. This one's so fun and colorful. Oh, when I'm using the brush, it is kicking back a lot. I'm using a fluffy brush, but when I did the swatches, this palette was very easy to swatch. So yeah, I guess there is kickback depending on the brush. This is a tapered blending brush from Moda. It's a crease brush from Moda Beauty, Moda brushes. Now let's play with the shader here. The shades, they don't have names. I just noticed that, but it's okay. We're gonna get this shade right here, and I need to check if this palette is magnetic. I forgot to check that fact. I'm hoping it is, because it'll be nice. I think it is, because they sell the empty magnetic palette, or I mean it should be magnetic. I could check, but I don't know where's my magnetic tool. I have to look for it. Yeah, I'll look for it later. I have a mess here, guys. But yeah, I'm using a fluffy brush, so with this I'm easily able to fuse the shade out. But I'm sure with the taper blend, not blending brush, but more of a taper denser brush, I can really build up the shade. But if you want to do something soft, yeah, these mattes are kicking back with this brush right here. Then I definitely think you could do soft or vivid. But we're gonna see how it builds up once I switch brushes real quick. I get that same shade and see how it builds up basically, and tap it out. And I didn't get fallout considering that this using that fluffy brush. Yeah, it is the brush because it's not kicking back with this brush, so that's good. It looks like it builds up nicely, but not as vibrant as I would want to be, but it's fine because it's this way you can make like a wearable kind of colorful fun look this way. I still want to play with that orange shade, so I'm gonna get this shade right here. I think this shade is pretty neon vibes, so let me see how it looks like right there. Oh, so we're not gonna really add depth, we're gonna add like a neon pop on the crease area, the end, the V. Oh, that's really cool. It's so pigmented. Okay, I think I'm ready. I think I want to put my shimmer stay from Bella Beauty Bar. I'm gonna put this on. I think it will pair well with these shimmers. So I basically just put a little dot, place it all over my lid. Let's do this green right here. I'm feeling a little adventurous, so we're gonna get that green shade. And this one is it has this flaky texture to it comparing to the other shades, like a little bit more than this one. So it's just gonna look super wet. That's what I'm thinking. When I swatched it, it was like a putty feeling. Oh, and it has that orange, so I think it'll look nicely against those oranges. That's cool. All right. I'm just gonna slowly build it up. Yeah, looks beautiful. And yeah, I think with this type of shade, you just want to slowly build it up because it doesn't seem like it's very hard formula. It's actually really nice, the putty formula. I can't even feel that it's like a putty formula. Sometimes certain eyeshadows you can tell, but I can't really tell. Like it's really sticking on, and this eyeshadow potion is not sticky. It's not a sticky type. It's more of a serum texture. Okay, and I'm just gonna keep just feathering this out inwards. You see like flakes of oranges all around, and then look at that green base. Oh my gosh, okay. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna get this orangey shade just to put in the outer part right here. Yeah, I don't want to make it too monochromatic, but I think it'll look nice. So I'm using my brush rather than my finger because I just want to see how it performs, I guess. Oh yeah, that's super orangey. Okay, I'm just gonna put it on top of that shade. So I'm not sure if that looks good, honestly. Let me use my finger. It's a really orangey shimmer. Yeah, I don't think that was the best idea. Yeah, because then that green's not peeking through. So let me just get a little bit of that green shimmer, the multi-chrome, and just kind of basically put it back. Maybe smooth it out a little bit. I'm not sure if I like it, guys. I should have not put that shade in, but it's fine. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now for the bottom, I'm thinking I'm gonna use this green in the bottom, like in the inner part, and then I'm gonna blow it out with this coral shade and just deepen it up a little bit with this orangey shade right here. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna get that green matte. I have not used this matte, so alright, maybe this will look good as an inner corner too. Yeah, it would look good. Well, we could just put it there and see. Okay, I think this is what I'll do. I'll just keep it a matte inner corner, and then I'll put the green shimmer, or I think the iridescent. Ooh, this is looking really cool. Really pigmented comparing to that coral shade. Maybe the coral shade will pop more on the inner corner too, but let me get that that coral shade now, that pink coral, and just put it on the bottom. Yes, it looks like it's showing up more with the denser brush. You see the pink? Oh, I'm actually like, this look is turning around. I'm gonna get this iridescent multichrome. It's just from a green, purple, and a blue. It's so pretty. So I'm hoping it turns out well, just right here. Oh yeah, exactly what I wanted. This one, it went everywhere, so it's fine. I'm just gonna basically keep adding it till I'm satisfied. Okay, so here's the finished look, and it's super vibrant and fun, colorful. It's super bright shades. You guys know how I feel about glowy shades, and I couldn't help myself with these color combos. I'm sure a lot of people did the same color combo with the greens and the oranges and the coral peach. It's like they're so tempting to use, so I couldn't help myself. And then the purple, the pastel purple, it's really light. You could barely even see it. I did try to add some in, but it's just a very light pastel. Maybe you will see it more on top of a white base, but I gotta see like on a different day. Maybe I could do a purpley look with these two purples. Nothing's wrong doing monochromatic looks. It just makes it a lot easier because these multichromes are super shifty. Since they're so shifty, it could be difficult to create looks if you use multiple shimmers, unless you want your look to be a little bit extra, then that's fine too. But yeah, I really like this look. I can't wait to play with this palette some more. Also, another thing too, I did use some of the shades for my highlighter, if you guys could tell. I used the iridescent shade on my cheekbone. Super glowy. It's so pigmented. It's really pretty. I really wanted to utilize the shades from this palette a little bit more. It's so blinding, that shade. I am in love. I have a little like bump right there because I got hit by something, but then my brow bone, I do have that iridescent shade on right here in the little part, and then the end of the part I use this shade right here. This is my favorite shade in this palette. The purple green, this one's super shifty and very impactful, so you really need a little bit if you put in your brow bone. I can't wait to put that one on my lid. But yeah, I will give you guys some kind of comparative formula with the other two palettes in the last bit of the video, because I don't want to like spoil it too much, because this is like pretty much just my first look. I can't give you guys my reviews on these palettes. It's just my first impression. Now we're gonna play with the Titanium Foxes Poppy Storm palette, and this one, you guys, I only took pictures. I haven't done the swatches because it got too late. The sun goes down too fast, so I'm gonna do the swatches tomorrow for my pictures. But for this part of the video, I will try to do some hand swatches probably after I do my eye look. But I'm so excited. So this is gonna be my total first impressions, and I really love this color story. These colors are so unique, at least in my eyes, and looks so beautiful in person too. I already went ahead and primed my eyes. I used the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is the eyeshadow primer I'm always using now, and I love it, guys. I love it so much. And yeah, I'm so ready. I don't know what kind of look. When I see this palette, I think of smoky looks. So many smoky looks. But the person behind this brand, she's a makeup artist too, and she has done so many eye looks. And she just recently did a video showing all her looks, basically inspired by the shade. And I'm so in love with that video. Oh, I shared it on my Instagram story because I mean, that's the reason why I bought this palette. I mean, I think I would have bought it anyways, but just her eye looks made me want this palette like 1,000 times more, basically. So that's why I'm glad the owner is a makeup artist and she is not afraid to show her eye looks. And man, so much, man. I'm so inspired. So she has like a unique style in her looks. I really want to play with that Poppy Blood shade. I think that would be really nice. Maybe a little bit, maybe with the browns and reds. Do something red. And I was thinking maybe Welcome Rain and Heaven Looking, or I don't know, we'll see. Maybe of the red and green. I gotta do something different. So let me play with the brown shade first. I have not swatched this, so let me start the shade Poppy Stuff. Poppy Stuff. I'm excited. I'm gonna use this crease brush. Not a fluffy brush, but I'm gonna try to make it work. And I try to get a little bit just in case if it's like really pigmented. Okay. First impressions. I'm gonna try to focus on this side because I don't want to take too long. And I'm recording this during the nighttime. So my lighting, I think I pretty much figured out my nighttime lighting a little bit. I have so much lighting on. But yeah, it took me a while. But I think I'm finally satisfied. I have a vanity light over there, the ring light, and 2 of my lighting bars. And then my twinkle lights. But yeah, I'm going softly because I'm just... Usually I don't blindly go into a palette without swatching it first. And this formula feels very silky, lightweight. This color, it has like an orange tone to it. So I'm just slowly building it up. Just have that soft blend as my outer transition shade. See how much I could blend it out. I'm thinking a red inner corner. I think that'll be really cool. When I think of this palette, like I am attracted to the reds in this one. I am gonna get the shade Happy Poppy right here, and then we're gonna deepen the look with the Poppy Blood. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I got Poppy Blood, Poppy Blood. Oh my gosh, I meant Happy Poppy. The other one's Blood, Poppy Blood. Okay, I want to get Happy Poppy, and I'm sure this red is gonna be. Ooh. So the formula so far, the mattes, they seem like thin. I prefer thin buildable formula. That's just my favorite type of formula rather than straight on pigmented, because you could just slowly just add to it. I'm gonna get the shade Poppy Blood. Oops, and now I'm gonna get the shade Poppy Blood. It's like this burgundy wine shade, and I'm just gonna put it right here. Probably gonna get a smaller brush. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a smaller brush. I'm just gonna basically pat that in. It's like burgundy, but it has a hint of brown. Press it down a little bit. Yeah, so this formula is really thin. And I'm not really getting fallout from what I've noticed. Well, I'm tapping out too, so that's another thing. But the kickback is not that bad. It's not that bad at all. So I really, really appreciate that. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep building this up a little bit more. It looks so dark in the pan, but it's not, I mean, it's fine. It's like a soft def shade. We don't want it too dark because it's gonna contrast too much, I guess. So I'm just gonna blend that in. But yeah, that's a really, really easy blend. I think we're ready for the shimmers though. I'm not sure which shade to use, but I want to use my Bella Beauty Bar Shimmer Stay like always. I kind of want to go with the blues a little bit. So Heaven Looking and Welcome Rain. It looks silvery and blue. Oh, this one looks really sparkly. So I'm gonna I tapped out the excess. Oh, the sparkles. Oh, it's very silvery. So I'm not sure if we should go with that green shade still. It's silvery but blue, but it has a lot of sparkles to it. Very minimal sparkles. And now I want to get the shade Welcome Rain. It's just like a blue and a purple. It's gorgeous. This might be my favorite shade. It's super shifty, it looks. Like, it looks super shifty. These shimmers, I haven't swatched them, but they feel like they stay on your eye. So that's kind of good because then you won't get fallout, and maybe this formula will last long. I tested out the Dieverune palette yesterday, the one I did the first look with you guys. I haven't done a second look, but that look, I wore it out and it actually lasts pretty long. I only had like one little crease on this side, like very little. So I was really impressed by the wear time, and I wore it for I think like 9 hours, which I know it's not long enough, but I mean, yeah, but at least it did last a long time just with the 9 hours. These shimmers, they're very like almost sheer like, not opaque. So I think these type of shimmers will make it really wearable type of looks. really minimal sparkle. We could see how it looks with a finger. Let's get Welcome Rain with the finger a little. It looks so beautiful on a finger. And we're just gonna add a little bit more punch. Oh yeah, definitely adds a little bit more pigment. And I'm gonna go to my, wow, that's really green base. On the using the finger makes it super green. I'm not sure if I should get heaven looking a little bit. Just blend that in. So I guess if you want more of a sheer coverage, sheer type of shimmer look, then yeah, brush looks nice. But if you want your shimmers to be more opaque, then go in with finger. It's your best bet. Yeah, really nice combo. These shimmers, I just could tell by the way you look at them. They're just so different. I guess they have a lot of tiny sparkles. Now I feel like using Poppy Loading, and I think I'll deepen up the look with the Poppy Blood. So I'm going to use these two on the bottom, and then I'll think about what I'll want to use for the inner corner. I love these swampy greens. Oh, that's so pigmented. Oh, I was not expecting that. So let's just try to blend this out. Oh, this is complementing that Welcome Rain shade on top. And I'm just gonna put it right here, this Poppy Blood shade. It's really beautiful. Think of like a rose garden, or I guess a poppy garden, doing this look. Hoping this one's pigmented enough that I think that will add like a nice pop to the eye. Instead of going with the shade, even though I'm tempted to, I mean, I might just go over it with that matte. So let's try that, the Summer Thunder shade first. Yeah, it's super light. Okay, so this is not a, oops, my gosh. Every time, you guys, every time I get like a little, I don't clean my eye boogers. This shade will be good for just blending out other shades to make it lighter. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be more pigmented. Let me clean that up. Let me try to build it up a little bit more. Let's see. Actually, I mean, you could make it work. It is building up nicely. Got a little fallout because it's a bit powdery. It's super soft. Yeah, I guess you could make it work. Corner, I'm gonna get the shade Happy Poppy just to bring that red back in. Or maybe I'll put it over right there, like in the corner. Yeah, I'm doing like a little corner thing. Yeah, in the inner corner, I am definitely just gonna end up using a Shy Ray of Light. Hopefully it looks good, because I have not swatched it. We'll see. Oh yeah, it leans a little bit yellow, I think. I'm using my finger now. Ooh, oh my god, that is blinding. Oh, that's beautiful. I hope it does lean yellow, like on its own, rather than the matte. I mean, honestly, this is an iridescent multichrome, and it transforms on top of mattes. Okay, so right here's the finished look. And I know I've done this color combo a lot of times, especially like in the first video. I didn't realize it's a similar color combo. I mean, this has some blue and yellow, so it's a little different and completely more dramatic too. I think the other look, it was vibrant and fun, but this is super dramatic. Oh, look at the liner. I always have trouble doing my eyeliner on this side, so it took me a while to fix this side. So yeah, I really love this look. The shimmers, they're very like a thin formula. It's like more on the dry side. I haven't swatched it, so we're gonna do some hand swatches in a bit, but I think it looks better when you use the brush. I mean, the finger is fine, but I think because the formula's dry, a little bit dry, as in it's not like a wet buttery formula, but it just has a lot of minimal sparkle. So I think that way, usually drier formula like this usually lasts a long time. Now for some hand swatches. So let's do Heaven Looking first. Yeah, the formula does feel more like on the dry side, at least this one. Ooh, look at this, so pretty. All right, now shade Ray of Light. Oh, this one actually feels softer, so I guess the formula is different between each shimmer. Yeah, this one feels more wet. Welcome Rain. This one a little bit like on the dry side, not super buttery like that one. And then Poppy Lava. Oh, this one's super smooth. That's, I just dropped. But this multi-chrome Poppy Lava, super smooth multi-chrome, very shifty, and I think that's all we'll do for now. We'll do the last two shimmers on the next round. It's super shifty. Let me see. I'll just do it maybe this way, just to see. Yeah, it's very thin. Ooh. Okay, we'll do the rest. Yeah, these shimmers, they feel so sophisticated because of the minimal sparkles. It's not like chunky. This one, the Welcome Rain, has a bit of a flaky texture, just a little bit. If you, before I swipe it down so you guys can see. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is my favorite shade, Welcome Rain. I'm a sucker for teals and purples. And then let's swatch this smooth multi-chrome right here. So grungy and bright. I love that. Ooh, it shifts from a green to a red to like a gold. Alright, so right here's the hand swatches. Usually I swatch them the other way, but I'm like, oh, let me just do it this way so you can see the multiple shifts at the same time. That multi-chrome's super intense. Wow. And then right here's up close, real quick. And right here are the shimmers in low lighting. You see a lot of sparkles in that super shifty multi-chrome, and that first shade, the one I used, this blue silvery shade. Oh, yeah, those are the sparkles right there. So now I'm gonna swatch green perfume, which by the way I did use it down here. I forgot to mention it. I just added like a little hint of green just to have some shimmer on the bottom. And this one feels soft, not squishy, but like it doesn't feel dry. And this one feels like almost like a satin shimmer. And then we're gonna get the shade Poppy Love. This one feels very smooth, just like Poppy Lava. Ooh, such a fiery shade. Look at this, it's like orangey and red. And yeah, these are the last two. I'm not sure if I should swatch it this way or that way. Let's just do it this way. Ooh, this is super smooth. Oh, I don't want you guys to miss it. Okay, this is my second favorite shade right here. Oh, so far. Oh, this is a very bright, vibrant orange red. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe this is my most favorite or my second favorite, but yeah, I love this shade. Super fiery. These two shades. Very beautiful. So it's been a while. It's been like a whole week since I recorded my last look, but I'm ready to play with this one. I already swatched it the other day, and it was really hard to swatch some of them out because they're so soft, and that's what I expected because that's what I seen from other people's swatches. I think the ones I had trouble with swatching were these two, especially the purple, so I'm definitely going to be testing out this purple today. That purple was really hard to make it even. It's just this matte formula is super soft. I feel like it'll be easy to work with. And the shimmers, they're so impactful. They're shifty and very sparkly. The most sparkly is between the three I'm playing with in this video. But yeah, I already have my eyelids primed and I don't have a lot of sunlight left. So I'm gonna try to hurry along so I don't lose some of that sunlight. Creature shade right here, this shade. And I decided, because I already edited the other two, but I still have to edit it again to make it shorter because it's way too long from what I've recorded so far. And yeah, I'm not really going to talk about the facts. I'm just going to show you guys basically swatches for the first, this one and the last one. So I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going to do so I can shorten up this video. And This palette, the pans are very small. I hope the lighting's fine. It is a little bit harsh. So now I have to kind of figure out my lighting in this angle because I did rearrange. I have a little new background, but I'm still working on it because the angle's really weird for me to be able to record. But yeah, I'm gonna have to hurry along. But so far this matte is very soft and easy to work with so far, but I'm definitely gonna play with that purple. It's very light, this shade, so it's a perfect transition shade. So I think if I want to do like neutral looks, then I'll probably play with this one or whatever neutral looks I'm feeling. But I think this palette is a great neutral palette, and we're gonna get that shade Powerful now. This purple shade. Yeah, so I'm pretty much gonna do a simple look in this one because I don't want to do a liner. Ooh. So I'm using a fluffy brush, but I did add some depth. But what I usually do, I usually pat it in. I don't really like swiping it besides the other shade because it's so light. But yeah, this shade is like disappearing if you're swiping a little, so you could really diffuse it if you want to, but I feel like it's gonna get patchy. So I'm gonna get a different brush. I don't think it'll get patchy, but I feel like if you this type of shade, if you swipe it, it will. So that's why I wanted to use this shade for this look. And the shimmers though, they're so impactful, so I don't really want to do like 2 different shimmers on my lip because I feel like it will be too much. Because these shimmers, I forgot to look at the facts on this one. I think they're multi-chrome, but they're very sparkly. So I think just having one multi-chrome will be enough for this look. But yeah, very soft. I'm going to try to deepen up that creature shade. I am getting kickback with the fluffier brushes, but with the taper brush, not as much, but super soft. So I feel like the mattes are very easy to work with. It's so soft. Very... like you can't even feel it practically. And yeah, we're doing a light look. I'm gonna use my Belly Bits Bar Shimmer Stay as always. I'm gonna dab that out a little bit. I'm a sucker for these 2 shades right here. This one leans like a pinkish beige almost, and this one is just a nice neutral shade. It's like purpley and almost bluish. So I really love those 2 shades, but they're all stunning. I think I'm gonna stick with the shade Mint. It's such a pretty shade. I think out of this whole palette, this shade is like probably the most unique from this palette. And I'm getting it with the brush so we could see how it performs. Oh, so pretty. And I'm just going to put it all over my lid. Just slowly build it with the brush. So I don't think with my finger. I'm not going to use my finger for this. Really like how it's applying with the brush. When I was swatching this palette, the shimmers, they're more on the dry side. They're not wet. Which, again, I keep mentioning it. Like, I know a lot of the shimmers that I mentioned from the 3 palettes I played with, they feel drier, besides maybe the Dieverune. That one's a little bit more buttery, but still on the dry side when you apply on your eyes. So that's why I was like surprised, like, wow, okay. But look at this shade, it's so pretty. I love it. It's such a nice light look. I think I will add another shade. I thought it was going to be super shifty on the eye, but it is flattering if you just want something kind of toned down. But I think I could pull off putting something towards the end. So I'm just going to play with that monster shade right here. It's purplish, so it will go with the powerful matte, the purple dark matte. So I'm just gonna put it towards this end. Oh, this one it's a little bit more opaque. The other one's more like sheer. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. The combo. Ooh, makes it kind of a little grungy. So I'm just using my brush. It really performs well on the brush. Really like it. So I guess we're going to use another shimmer then for the bottom. But so let's get the spike shade and then the powerful shade. I was thinking of pop of orange, but I have oranges in the other 2 looks. So trying to make this one a little different. And actually, I'm already planning. You know, it took so long to get to this one because I have to take pictures for it and everything. And I have another project in mind. I'm still going to use these 3 palettes. I wanted to do additional looks, but I'm going to post them on my Instagram. But whenever I talk about them, bring them up again, like in my palette rankings, whenever I get to them, I will bring out those looks. But if you guys want to stay updated to see how the looks, what other additional looks I'm creating with these 3 palettes, and yeah, definitely follow along my Instagram page. But if not, I'll eventually mention them later on my YouTube page. But that's the shade Spikes. It's a purplish mauve shades. And we're going to get the shade Powerful just to deepen this up. And I think I'm going to use the same brush to deepen up this corner right here. So you could definitely add some depth if using a smaller brush. But if you're using like a more fluffy, even a dense tapered brush, then it still kind of diffuses out very loosely since the mattes are very soft. And let me see, what was I using? I'm going to use this fluffy brush just to soften that edge a little bit. Oops, a little cotton. But yeah, I don't think that purple is going to be any problematic. I thought it would be. But it's better just to pack it on the purple a little bit. It's still on a loose, very soft formula, but I'm just suspecting that it's not good to swipe. But I still need to test out all these 3 palettes out anyways. But for the inner corner, we're ready to put something in the inner corner. So this is super neutral. I'm fully neutral, that's why. So this is probably predictable, but I was thinking either Fierce, but I think I'm gonna just stick with Magic just to keep it more neutral vibes. Yeah, because this one has a little bit purple, but has like sparkles of blues. So I think it'll be nice for inner corner. Oh yes, I love this. Okay, so this palette, it's actually pretty wearable. It does have a lot of sparkles, but you can make it work for every day. I thought it was going to be super sparkly, but it's really, really pretty, flattering. I think a lot of you guys will like this formula. This is my first time trying out the brand, of course, but I really love this look. Oh, it adds a little bit coolness, contrast compared to the warm shades. It has like a speck of silver. So I'm not sure if I should leave it like that, but I think we're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. Finished look, and can you guys see the shine, the sparkliness? I love this look. It's neutral, but it's so sparkly, and the formula is really, really flattering. It's very thin, and I think just using the brush alone, I used the brush alone with just this palette. I think I touched up a little bit. I used my finger a little bit on the first 2 palettes you guys seen. I did it with you guys. I first used a brush just to test out the formula to see how it applies, but I ended up using my fingers for both of them. And then for this one, I didn't use my finger, and I really love how this look, how this eye look is looking, and it's so beautiful. So I see this as like another neutral palette favorite, so this one's going to my list, and whenever I do a video you guys will see. I'm so excited. I love neutral palettes too, and I mean, as long as they have special shimmers, if they're pretty, they're flattering. And this one, the pan size are small and it's very travel friendly. The packaging is really, really beautiful with this one out of the 3. My favorite packaging, and plus this price point, $45. The pans are smaller compared to those other 2, and you get multi-chromes in this one. I think this is highly worth it, and the mattes are very soft and easy to work with. I've only used like maybe 4 mattes. Oh no, 2 and 3. Well, just 3 of the mattes in this palette. So of course this video is not going to be a full review at all. It's just me playing with the palettes, but just from swatching it, I even told you guys these mattes are super soft. So I could see why so many people love this brand, because how easy it is to work with. And the multi-chromes, the shimmers, I didn't use the most like bold color multi-chromes because these look a little bit more intense, like the green and the blue. So I can't wait to play with those. But I did the multi-chrome I'm wearing. I looked it up. They're actually both multi-chromes of Magic and Monster. They look more on the wearable side on the lid. And also another thing, I didn't use the multi-chrome fully all across the lid, so that's another thing. And so I think I would have to see the shifts in this one, like walking throughout the day. But right now it's not daytime, so I can't even go outside because it's dark already. But yeah, I think this one I'm definitely going to be using a lot. But yeah, that's what my first impressions. And let me just talk about the Moth and the Moon palette now. The price point for this is the highest between the three, but comparing, well, this one's full multichrome, the pants are bigger, and this one, well, the pants are bigger, but they are a lot, I feel like they're more dramatically shifty. The formula is a little bit more on the buttery side. Well, this one's not completely buttery, but when I use my brush using these shadows, they fell on the dry side. But this is definitely like a dry consistency, like the shimmer. It's not like it's gonna dry out, but I feel like it'll just end up lasting a lot longer, like not creasing. I will be able to test this eye look out. I'll probably wear it a few hours. Not entirely like a full test, but maybe 3 or 4 hours I'll wear this palette, this eye look out. I'll take off my lashes though. I don't usually keep my lashes on, but yeah, this palette is full multichrome, and I think between the three, the multichromes in this one, they are so good. They're buttery, they're shifty. This one's very special. This is the most special multichrome out of this whole palette, I think. And I think, oh, well, this one too. This one's pretty, but maybe I could find a similar shade with that one. I'm not sure. And then the other shades, they're not as unique. Maybe this one, I still haven't not had a chance to compare this with the recently Dieverune palette. I know, but I'm just gonna just add that clip in later for you guys, or you know, for earlier in the video. But the mattes in this one, they're on the buildable. They are on the light buildable side. The mattes are very, very soft with this one, but this one is like the light buildable formula. I think these mattes so far, they're easy to work with, but I have not used all of them, so I'm going to continue testing these out. But so far, I love the formula, and I did pick up their new palette. Actually, I picked up the whole collection because this one, I had a good impression with it, so I'm really impressed with the brand so far. I picked up their whole collection because it's so beautiful. And plus, I wanted those loose multi-chromes. And I'm not sure what else. Oh, the paint liners. I love having paint liners. The ones I had bought like a few months ago, like about 2 months ago, it's from Dieverune Cosmetics. It's the heart-shaped liners. And they're good, but they discontinue them. So there's only a few left that are on sale. And yeah, I'm sad that they're discontinuing. So I ended up picking this whole collection for this brand. I'm so excited because I love those liners. I love those colors. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that one, and I'm gonna mix and match with this palette too. And I think they're both magnetic as well, so I could also mix and match. And if you guys just want the empty magnetic palette, the brand also sells this on its own. I'm not sure if it's available. The palette, it's already sold out. I had to delete videos again. But this one, I was saying, you get a lot more shadows with this one. And the price point, it's about, I think it was around $52. But the shipping for both of these, they were kind of up there. But I did use the code for this one, but this one, there wasn't a code available. So yeah, this is coming from, I believe, France. I think the mattes, you get a lot of matte choices with this one. It's such a deep color story. You get a whole lot of depth with this one. I can't wait to play with these two mattes, with the lighter mattes, just to blend out the darker shades. And this one, comparing to the other two, this one has a mix of only one multi-chrome, 2 dual chromes, and the rest are shimmers. But the shimmers, like all of them, they are pretty sparkly, but not too much. I think these two are, especially these are really sparkly. And well, they all have sparkles, but I'm just saying. And then this one's really, really shifty, dramatically shifty. And yeah, comparing to with the other two, this one has just a more of a variety, I would say. But I'm happy to have it. I'm actually really attracted to the reds. Like, I love these like reds so much. So I can't wait to create more looks with this one. But so far, I only done my first eye look, and there's a whole lot of shades I have to test out. So I mentioned earlier that I'm going to be creating some more looks, not for my YouTube videos. I'm going to post them on my Instagram page because I love taking pictures. I keep mentioning I love taking pictures. I love doing my swatches and stuff. But after I post the specific palette, I'm going to be posting my looks. I'm thinking of doing 3 more eye looks for each of these palettes so I could get some more use out of them. This one I might just do 2 since it's a smaller palette, but I'm definitely going to do 3 more looks with both of these palettes, and you guys will see if you guys follow along. But if not, I'll try to mention it once I get back into my palette ranking. I think I might do one by the end of this month, so I'm not sure if I'll ever do the annual one that I was supposed to do, but I'll just end up doing this month's ranking video, so you guys could stay updated. And also I'll just show you guys my looks on my YouTube. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.